Yeah, this is Joe of Chaosmonaut, and in addition to our monthly like blog update that I like to write, we're going to talk about some changes to our plan for Seeds of Decay, our new album, which is all written. We just need to go in and record it, but we're actually pushing off recording for a few months. Part of it is we got some challenges in our daily lives, and we're going to talk about how we're going to adapt to these challenges. One of these challenges is health related. We got Jake, our drummer here. Um, he's going to talk to us about some of the challenges that he's been through and how that's going to change our writing process. Jake, you want to tell us a little bit about what's been going on?
Yeah, long story short, I've had multiple seizures throughout my life. But a lot more in the recent months. And I think a lot of that is stress based as far as the things I'm working on at work. Um, and it's kind of impacted the band as far as it's been very hard to contribute while I'm kind of going through these things. So I don't really know how to explain it other than it's just been impacting my work life and my personal life and my music life. Um, and with work, like I've had to actually sign up for a different, I guess, campaign called FMLA, which is funeral music or not music. I'm trying to remember
It's
the
the
M.
Federal Medical Leave Act, I believe.
Yeah, something to that effect. So I have a very specific issue, and they don't really know a whole lot about it because brain stuff is very much a weak point of the medical community. So I've had to use some of that, and um, it's just very much been a process. And I want to contribute as much as I can, but it's just very much been a process.
Yeah, and like the interesting thing with this band is we've always like had to adjust to whatever life throws at us. We've got, Rebecca, who's got a very, she's very career oriented, but the job can be very challenging, same as me. And yeah, so we always have to like work around these things, but I also feel these as um, opportunities to approach songwriting and music in new ways. And so with like Seeds of Decay, this is going to be a fairly intensive recording process. And with Jake and really all of us to a degree, it's hard to know when it's going to be a good day or a bad day. So we're going to be like really rethinking about how we go through and record that. But I also like because I like our music to be relevant to our lives and also the lives of others. So we're working on a new project called Adaptation. And the idea for this is that this is going to be a piece of music that um, when we play it live, it could be any combination of band members playing this piece. It could be just me. It could be me and Joey and Jake. It could be me and Jake, me and Joey. It could be all four of us. And the idea is that this piece is something that we can all work on and contribute to, but also be flexible enough for any performance at any time based on the availability of who is doing well. Um, so yeah, like Jake, what are your thoughts on using this as a way of like exploring wellness in a way?
I think ultimately, I guess, the thing that you could really say that actually is important and not just music based is that it's based on who's doing well at
Yeah.
the moment, which I think is huge and very underappreciated. And I think just needs to be something that's more focused on. So, um, music or not, everyone should be healthy. And I just wish the best for everybody.
Yeah. And, you know, as a band, as band dad, like, I care about everyone in the band a lot. And it should always be like a motivating and enthusiastic outlet and not a stressful thing. Well, there's a good kind of art stress, but we should be in a place where we can do that. And I'm excited to have this piece that we can work on in a way that fits in with the challenges that we're all facing, and still continue the band forward. And in a way, it kind of brings back the band to some of its origins of more improvisational nature. Um, we don't call this band Chaosmonaut because we're orderly and predictable. So
Yeah, um to be well, I'm not the band dad, but I can still make the dad jokes. But it's a portmanteau, technically, of chaos and cosmonaut.
yes,
So I'm just gonna throw that out there and be my ridiculous and silly self.
hell yeah. And there was a fantastic book I read a long time ago called Siddhartha, and one of the parables in the book was, talking about that life is a river and you can't really control the river, and you can only just react to the rapids and the bends and ride along with it, until life's over. And in a lot of ways, that's what the band has been for me anyway, is, riding through the changes of life, and the band changes with it, and is always a means of expressing what is going on. So we'll get back to Seeds of Decay. I'm, you know, I'm really excited about being able to record this album and do it right, and do it when we're all healthy and able. But I'm also excited to come back and do some of this experimental improvisational work, especially with a lot
Yeah,
of the skills that we've developed over the last few years. I think we're gonna make something really unique here.
I agree, and I would absolutely love to come back to like kind of the theory that we're using to approach the songwriting.
Yeah,
I really want to get back to that.
I do too.
But
I do too.
but yeah, if we need to talk other things in the meantime, that's 100% fine.
Fantastic. Well, thanks, Jake, for joining us. And this is the April Chaosmonaut update. We still have the Sparks compilation that's coming out in May. So go hit the Pale Wizard Bandcamp page and go pre-order that. I've been listening to the pre-release of that compilation album, and it sounds really, really amazing. I'm really proud to be a part of it. I think we're in great company there. And yeah, so if things go quiet for a while, don't worry. We're still working. We got things brewing.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's at least two, maybe three songs that are ready for stream as far as like teasers on that Sparks compilation.
They're not going to be streaming anything on that album until it's released. But they do have three song, or so they're not streaming on Spotify, but they do have three teasers on the Bandcamp. So go check it
Okay.
out. It's a super fun album. It's a super fun compilation. And if you want to see what we sound like doing like punky type stuff, which I never thought in a million years that would be us. Um, we had so much fun recording that, and I'm really proud to see that get out into the world.
Yeah, I'm very happy about it. So, I don't have the URL right off the top of my head, but if you just Google Sparks compilation 50 years later, I'm sure it'll come up. But we are Chaosmonaut, and we covered the song called Complaints, and that is basically the main way to find us. Otherwise, it's Chaosmonaut for Bandcamp, and that's where we have all of our original stuff, not cover
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, the compilation is on palewizards.bandcamp.com. All right, this is Joe, and this is Jake. Peace out. We'll see you in a few weeks.
All right, take it easy, everybody.